The Kayfabe Crunch is hammered thanks to Guzzly, the to-your-door alcohol delivery service that is in no way linked to the rise in suicides. Get a bottle of wine for a cozy night in. Get a mixed pack of craft beers for a cozy night in. Get a gallon of vodka for a cozy night in. You're not going anywhere. Stay home, save lives, and drink, drink, drink.
The Kayfabe Crunch. News.
On second thoughts, JD, I need the spare pants. Good news! This is your Kayfabe Crunch for Tuesday, November 24th, 2020. I'm Francis Fisherman's Buster. Coming up, we have all the latest from Raw. Plus, we give our official Crunch Diamond ratings to the matches at Survivor Series. But first, on this day in grappling history, in 1996, the Giant won World War III, a 60-man battle royal between 3 wrestling rings. Here's hoping the real World War III is fought in such a way. I happen to think that would be rather peaceful, compared to the green, glowing alternative. And in 2006, TNA announced they had signed Kurt Angle, arguably the biggest signing in Impact Wrestling history, unless you ask Hulk Hogan or Vince Russo, who would both be horrifically wrong. Thanks for pouring this flavorful flute of news fizz. Grab a second glass for your uncle and heal the divide. And now let's get on with the Pearce-Punishment news. Top story. Well, he's basically the GM. Adam Pearce opened Raw with the entire men's Survivor Series team. Pearce reminded everyone, as I'm also doing now, that their match on Sunday was a clean sweep. And that deserves to be rewarded. Awarded? Do you award someone or do you reward someone for warding you, so you reward them? So it's... Yeah, I was right the first time. Sorry about that. Pearce insisted they all make their case for why they should be the next contender to the WWE Championship. Sheamus congratulated his friend, Drew McIntyre, kiss ass. Styles stated he should be the contender because he was the captain, bootlicker. Keith Lee said he likes to interrupt people, so he did, inconsistent character. Riddle wants to be contender so he can claim the sword, no good stoner. And Strowman decided to clobber Adam Pearce for basically no reason. Strowman was sent home, and Pearce was revealed to have a concussion. Not exactly revealed as such, but for the rest of the night he kept fluffing his sentences, including the instant classic, Drew McInfart. What was he even going for? Out of nowhere, Lashley also demanded inclusion in the World Championship discussion. So, Pearce made 3 singles matches for last night, that's plus Orton, plus Lashley but minus Strowman, where the winners will face off in a triple threat next week. The matches happened, it was wrestling, yada yada. So next week's triple threat is Orton, Lashley, and Sheamus. It's 2008. How exciting. Oh, sorry, that was the list of losers. Next week's triple threat will actually be Riddle, Lee, and Styles. It's 2008 on the Indies. How exciting. Now it's time for your fast count. The lightning in the arena of news. Alexa Bliss murders Friendship Frog in the Firefly Funhouse. Friendship Frog will now be repackaged as Ferocious Frog and is set to make his debut the SmackDown after TLC to begin a program with Sami Zayn. Sources say
The Gobbledygooker became 24/7 champion on Sunday. He's the first wrestler in a proposed furry division to capitalize on the now popular subculture. According to science data, 74% of Americans now identify as a furry. I myself am currently dressed as a rather sexy narwhal. Horny.
The Godwins pay tribute to The Undertaker. This would be like if Jesse and Festus returned to pay tribute to John Cena, or two non-offensive Southern stereotypes for Roman Reigns.
The New Day retained against The Hurt Business after a double countout that may have been a single countout or even a triple countout. Rest assured, the proper authorities are looking into it.
Riddle pitches Brogut to MVP. Still, better than Nugenics, an actual product advertised during Raw's commercials. Yep, Nugenics, that's real, that's a real product in America. Apparently swastika canned protein and 5-hour fascism were both taken.
Lana calls Survivor Series the greatest night of her career because she didn't have to do any work but got all the glory.
ECW set to return on Wednesday nights in an attempt to pull viewers away from AEW. When asked if it would also hurt NXT, Triple H said, "I don't care. I'll restart WCW, the AWA, and Southpaw Regional Wrestling if I have to. Anything to put a dent in that hideous neck tattoo." And that's your fast count.
You've been counted out. Never strikes twice.
Once again, the time has come to hand out our official Diamond ratings for last Sunday's matches. But just before I do, I'd like to read out a message from a listener regarding our prestigious system. And this email comes from Kumail in Scottsdale, and he says, "Dear Kayfabe Crunch, can you please stop doing your Diamond ratings? They're hardly accurate. You keep giving strong ratings to bad matches. You clearly don't know what you're talking about, and they make no sense. No one, I repeat, no one takes them seriously." And, Kumail continues, "Even if I break kayfabe, the Diamond ratings barely worked for one sketch. And yet you continue to do this solo skit every month without fail. And the joke is wearing perilously thin. Please, for the love of your loyal listeners, stop with all the diamonds." Thanks for your thoughts, Kumail. But no. Okay, first up we have the men's Survivor Series match. The classic 5-on-5, which means before we even begin calculating diamonds, we must first divide by 5 and then multiply by 5 to get an accurate result. So, with that in mind, Rollins sacrificing himself at the start of this match instantly gave it 2 Dissension diamonds, which are currently worth 1.6 regular diamonds on the dollar. Solid action, but a clean sweep didn't make for much drama. Also, Roman Reigns has personally asked us to remove several diamonds to punish Jay for SmackDown's loss. So the final score, 13.2 diamonds. Next up, the Street Profits defeated the New Day in fantastic tag team action. We, unfortunately, have to remove 7.2 diamonds for excessive silliness at the start of the match. Please don't write to us, don't blame us for that decision. That comes straight from the scientists. Fortunately, Montez Ford earned the match an extra 11 neep diamonds to bring the total to a tantalizing 19.9. Can we not add the extra 0.1 to bring it to an even 20? Oh, we can't? Fair enough. Then Bobby Lashley beat Sami Zayn in double time. As you all know, this match did not pass the 10-minute mark, and therefore it has a maximum cap of 25 diamonds. But we all know it won't get anywhere near that, so the experts aren't concerned. This match was what it was, and the Diamond analysts had to take Zayn's conspiracy theories into consideration. So, with that, we award this match a disappointing 6.222222 diamonds. Moving on to the West Paddock, Sasha Banks defeated Asuka in a mat-based clinic. Both of these athletes brought some bonus diamonds into the match, due to their rivalry this past summer. Because of course you can bank diamonds, as long as you use them before the next financial year. The tabularizer had some trouble carrying the decimals in this one, but that's why every reputable wrestling journalist purchases a diamond tabularizer to begin with. Am I right, Dave Smelter? Looking at the ticker tape here, we have, 21.7 diamonds. Next, Team Raw won the Survivor Series match by having Lana just sort of stand there and do nothing. And because of that, we should give her diamonds? I don't think so. This match broke the brains of our diamond mathematicians. They cited its excessive length, dangerous wrestling, and horrendous babyface booking, whatever that means. So they came to the conclusion of negative 2.3 diamonds. Which means, technically, Nia Jax owes us diamonds. So go on, we're waiting. And finally, Roman Reigns beat Drew McIntyre in the main event. This was a game of two halves, as they say in basketball. The first half had a leisurely pace, leading many to suspect the presence of slow diamonds, or slug diamonds, as they're known to everyone colloquially. But, of course, the action ramped up in the second half, dashing all of those suspicions. We're looking at an extremely healthy and fertile 25.5 diamonds. Well, we did it again. And the diamonds are back in their sack for another month. And if the last 5 minutes sounded like total flim-flam, remember this. Critics everywhere apply numerical ratings to artistic performances all the time, despite the long-held fact that art is subjective. So you have to ask, who's really spouting all the nonsense? Is it us or the rest of society? Us, it's definitely us. And there's just time to remind you to drink 8 glasses of water per day. Unless, of course, it's opposite day. And then you should day water glasses of 8 per drink. Join us Saturday when we'll ask, why is it we all know a Chad who's started an Alpha Academy? And remember, you can support this podcast by listening back to episodes you might have missed. Don't start at the beginning. Those are still there for cultural posterity. Start around episode 50 when we hit our stride. Yeah, 50. Maybe 60. Maybe we haven't hit it yet. It's so exciting. This has been the Kayfabe Crunch, your not quite daily, not quite news bump for the world of professional wrestling.
The Kayfabe Crunch is hammered, thanks to Guzzly. Order a 6-pack of champagne, and if you make it to New Year's, we'll send you a bonus bottle. Absolutely free. At Guzzly, we've been accused of aggressively marketing this year in particular due to the number of people who are depressed and lonely. And we have to say, it's true.
The Kayfabe Crunch.